Good, yeah, I can see you real good.
That's crazy though.
Question set up. The MIDI set up.
Have a look. Yep.
Need yours adjusted in there?
I don't know how to look on that. No, I'm looking for vocal one. What?
There you go. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright, we are back with BAD, Breath After Dark. You already know we got another Better Business Friday for you. We got a special guest today. A man of many names.
Many.
I actually don't know which name he gonna go by today, so I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
I appreciate that, Rev. Some know me as Christopher, Chris, Carlos, Pablo. Here today to set it straight. I'm International Pablo from now moving forward.
International Pablo, thank you for coming to join us today.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, for those who do not know about you, just give them a little information, a little background information today.
Alright, so I'm a father first and foremost. Partner, business partner, life partner. High school and college graduate. I'm a veteran. Had a couple significant jobs after college to help me along to get where I'm at now. Been in tax prep, been a supervisor in a few places, and a trainer as well. Currently in a trainer position. I'm an entrepreneur, a consultant. Just out here paving the way for my little brothers.
Alright. And let's see. We know that you got the Free Culture,
Yes,
Free
sir.
Culture Enterprises.
Yes,
so
sir.
let people know about that company or those companies.
Alright, so the Free Culture really isn't a company. It's a lifestyle that was influenced by many. I brought it to life in 2014 with a mixture of clothing and parties. I saw an easy way to express myself through clothes. People liked my ideas. At the time, I was part of a promotion group. We decided we was going to have our own parties, release our own clothes, build our own name and brand, and that's what we did. As the group grew in our own different ways, I kind of tuned in to be Mr. Free and brought the clothing line, kept it to life, did a few more parties, and based from there, the free lifestyle came about. Free Culture Enterprises was a way to make a business out of a lifestyle. So I took the things I like to do, started making businesses out of them, and made the Free Culture Enterprises an umbrella to support all my business ventures. Our motto is we show you how to earn and save money in different ways, offering financial freedom. We help you travel the world and be free. And lastly, if you break down on the road to freedom, we're here to get you back on track with roadside assistance service. So it's all about living the lifestyle I wanted to live, doing the things I wanted to do, and having a business to encompass it all and to be able to grow under.
And what inspired you to start your own business?
It's gonna sound crazy because I keep using the word free, but it's part of my lifestyle. So in all honesty, it was freedom. As a kid, I came from a family that we didn't have everything we always needed. Definitely didn't have what we wanted most of the time. So I saw in different ways that I would get money, what power money gave you and what freedom money gave you. So as I grew up, and so did my want for more power and more control of my life, I started thinking of more ways to get money. And I noticed working for people, my money was always limited by a salary or by how my performance was or how long I've been on the job. And so I realized it was time for me to take more control of my life. And I started doing businesses. I've actually been finding ways to make money since a kid. I always laughed at my mom. I started selling Hot Wheels cars in kindergarten and first grade.
Well, that's a small business plan.
I would go buy the car from the store, take my little sister nail polish, repaint it, and you might have the black Corvette that's in the store, but now I got the candy red Corvette that's not in the store. So I would give it to you for 50 cents. It wasn't a lot of money. We was kids. We weren't worried about it. I just want some bubble gum. You know, so as I grew, I would always find more things I like, more things that other people were interested in that I was interested in, and then ways to make money off of it. So business has always been a part of life. So when it was time to branch out, graduated college, realized I was tired of working for other people. I'd been in the military and seen some financial freedom in what working for essentially yourself could do, because there, you know, you do a mission and get paid for it. You don't have somebody over you 24/7. So I started making my own missions in the business, and it's just become life. So that freedom, that financial freedom, the ability to have the power over my life, the control over what I'm working, that's what really inspired me.
And so going into that, that's probably the best part of owning your business too. It is to be able to be free, you know, take vacations when you want to, wake up whenever you want to,
You know,
close shop whenever you want to.
you're right. So I would say that's my number 2 reason, though, to be completely honest with you. The best part, in my opinion, of being a business owner is having the opportunity to outlive the opportunities.
Okay.
So I say it one more time just in case I lost anybody. Being a business owner gives me the opportunity to outlive the opportunities. So by me creating my own business, it doesn't stop when I die. I can leave it to my kids. I can bring in employees that I train to show how to run. I have too many little brothers to count and name. I can bring them on. Little sisters I can bring on. My opportunity, by making it a business, it doesn't die. You know, if you want something really bad and you have a dream, you just let it go. When you pass, that dream passes with you.
That's right.
But I want to have these things for life. This is what I enjoy doing, and there are people in life that enjoy doing the same things. This opportunity that I have, I'm opening up for other people to have the opportunity. So the best part of being a business owner is not saying I worked for Chick-fil-A for 20 years and I retired from Chick-fil-A, but my name died when I left Chick-fil-A, or my name dies as a Chick-fil-A superstar when Chick-fil-A dies. No, as long as I stamp my name on my businesses keep going, that opportunity will outlive me for those after me. And that's the best part of being a business owner.
Well, it actually makes a lot of sense, because if you, let's say you got your children, you had a business open 15 years, something like that,
Right.
and then you have them maybe 5 years after the business opening. So by the time they get 15 in high school, stuff like that, you would just start training them up. And I feel like that's what our community needs to do more.
Right.
Because, you know, you just watch certain things, and a lot of times our people, we feel like we're too good to continue our parents' business and stuff like that. Then all of a sudden, when our parents get sick and they get shut down, we just sell it. No, keep the business going,
Right.
put more people on, and that way you keep some in your family forever.
Right. You get that perpetuity.
Look at that, big words, big words. I told you, my man over here, Ingenious, you know that. Well, tell people where you graduated from, and did it have an impact on your business?
It did. So I'm a Lander University graduate, class of 2014, if I'm not mistaken. Still a haze, but you know, I made it through. And to be completely honest, Lander had just about everything to do with business.
And for people that don't know, our university is like #1 in the state for business. Let's go ahead and put that out there.
Like for real. So I only went to college because my mom threatened to kick me out the house. My little brother was going to school. I was working full time. I enjoyed making money over going to pay for a piece of paper. But when she threatened to put me out, I didn't really have a choice. So I went to school. I sat down in my first advisor session. He asked me why I came to school. I told him so that I could retire by 30. And after that, he gave up on me. So
Damn.
I lost a few scholarships, nothing major. I still pushed through, but it really showed me that when it comes to business, some people are going to want to see you succeed and some people aren't. Your dream is going to be something some can comprehend and some can't. So I saw that right there, me wanting to retire by 30 wasn't something that he could comprehend, but I made it happen. I'm going to make it happen. I made it through school. I like to thank Dr. Tolbert, Professor Santella, to drop a few names. Both of those men helped mold me into the businessman I am today, especially in the public eye. Of course, we always had street smarts, but You can't walk into $1 million meeting with your pants hanging off your ass and your do-rag on still, talking like I'm talking now with an N instead of a G at the end. They showed me how to button my shirt to the top, really present myself and sell myself, but still be able to be myself. So those are just two professors that helped me through. I also had you, somebody I had went to high school with, somebody who knew me for who I was and understood who I was to help me go along. I had my brother Cassius from Columbia. He really opened my eyes to the clothing, music, showed me how each one of these can be a gateway to something bigger. We continue to build to this day. And then one of my biggest influences, he doesn't know it, and I don't tell a lot of people all the time, but is Cornelius Morrison, better known as CJ. I met him in school, and off street smarts, he was a real solid dude. And as that grew, we got to know each other as businessmen. And we saw that we were both real solid, had the same big dreams, big aspirations, and we were going to make it happen. And even to this day, I can call him anytime, tell him what's on my mind in a personal sense, in an educational sense, or in a business sense. So Lander introduced me to new people. It brought people back that had been around me. And it had, I hate to put it like this, but white men showed me the way as a young black man and not be ashamed to do it. So it really molded me into the businessman I am, because I went from just wanting to be retired by 30 with no real plan to learning all these different opportunities and having people that wanted the same things I wanted to make it happen.
Well, if they like you, they gonna help you out.
Oh yeah.
And that's one thing, 'cause we all got to school and we was young and wild, but they couldn't stop us.
They couldn't.
Yeah, you and Kansas CJ with the business. Me and Tavon, we was over there with the media and all that stuff
Right.
like that. We was hell on wheels.
We were, and we still are, we still are. And the beautiful thing was we didn't let going to an environment that wasn't ours deter us from what we came to do. We were surrounded by everything that could have stopped us, but yet we still pushed through. So that's what really mattered. And then, to go back to a professor really quickly, Dr. Tolbert, he really showed me that college wasn't all about just the teaching. He would come to class and tell us about what he did outside of class. And that's what inspired me to do consulting, because he would tell us about these big dollar meetings he would have and the proper way to have them, and tell us, I'm canceling class tonight because I'm flying in clients from here or there, and then tell us how much he would make, and we wonder why he was still teaching. So to have somebody that wanted to pass down that knowledge, but also tell you how he was doing it, and if you were interested, show you how he was doing it, that really opened my eyes and really helped me be the businessman I am.
It's crazy. Like, them professors, they make a lot of money already.
Right.
But that's like with my professor, Rod Stevens, he was talking about, yeah, man, I do stuff for this media group, and I do stuff at USC, University of South Carolina still, and, I write for the Index Journal. I'm like, I'm sitting there thinking, what?
Right.
You still teaching that?
Still teaching, passing that knowledge. And there's plenty of people that won't do it.
Yeah, but
there's plenty of teachers that won't do it. They won't let you know about the things they do outside of class, because they want to restrict you to, I need you to learn this to do this job that I'm here to teach you. Not, I'm here to teach you to chase your dreams and be free.
Yeah, you always need to chase your dreams, no matter how old. And they said the average millionaire, he has at least 7, or he or she has 7 incomes, 7 type of income. So, you need to have more than one business.
You gotta have, and if not more than one business, more than one income, they don't all have to be businesses.
Yeah.
So I was challenged, to give everybody who's listening a challenge. Find an income for each expense that you have. So pay your rent off one income, pay your cell phone bill off another income, buy groceries off another income, whatever other bills you may have. And that way you'll see your money grow, because your rent isn't but so much of your check. Your groceries aren't but so much of your check. So if you're saving the rest of it because you have income to take care of all those other things, you'd be surprised how much money you end up saving at the end of the day, and the things you can do with it.
And do you have any other businesses that you're working on, or anybody you consult with?
All right, so businesses. I spoke about Free Culture Enterprise being an umbrella. So currently, with Free Culture Enterprises, we offer travel services where you can book travel through us. I can get you connected with travel agents. I can also show you how to become a travel agent. I have other work from home opportunities that I help people learn and do. We are part of Free World Kennels, where we offer breeding services. We have dog sitting services. We have dog training services. And then coming soon here, I'm aiming for end of July latest, I have my roadside assistance service up and running, because no matter where you go, you always see somebody breaking down.
Always.
And to be completely honest, it's not even about the money for me, because I've been stuck on the side of the road. So that opportunity for me to help somebody else not be stuck, get where they need to go, you know, who may not have the coverage to get it, or who may not have anybody to call, is really why I want to do it. Because no matter where I go, if somebody broke down. Every time you hit the highway, somebody broke down. If somebody needs gas money, you know, we never know what they need it for or what the situation may be. But if I can help, especially in a sense to get you somewhere else, I want to help. And then you asked who I consult with, or any consulting that I have going on, right?
Yes, sir.
So I currently work pretty closely with Racism Die, a local organization started by Jordan Yabe, to say it properly. I also work with Ashlar LLC, which was started by Cornelius Morrison. I work with Artist Rebellion, which is Rashad Cleveland and John Johnson. Artist Rebellion and Racism Die are both clothing companies, and they do other stems based from the clothing company. So I work with them on ways to go, how to start their brands, how to build their brands, things like that. With Ashlar LLC, that's a service company, so we're always talking more services to offer and how to capitalize off the services that we already offer. But more importantly, I speak with just general people when I get to know them, to not learn you exactly for who you are now, but for who you want to be. That way, the way I found freedom doing things I like doing, I can help you find freedom doing things you like doing. So I really do a lot of business consulting on the fly, but I am available for people who would like to sit down and already have business plans, or would just want to grow an idea or grow their business currently.
A man with a plan. Can't stop him. Can't stop him. All right, now, what do you see yourself first in 5 years, and later, what do you see your companies in 5 years?
All right. So myself first in 5 years. Gateway to do anything else you want. You know, look at Nipsey Hussle, Young Jeezy, Jay-Z. All these were known for music, right? But had all these other businesses behind them and were doing all these other things. So you can have an original passion for music or original passion for something else, and it dies out. You don't necessarily have to stop, but learn to channel that energy that you're putting into something that's dying into something that you can grow.
Yeah, cause that's when you were talking about Jay-Z just now. Okay, he the fifth black billionaire, you know, in America. But music, I think out of the 8 things that they listed, he ain't made his billion. I think music is number 6.
Right. Right.
So it's just, you know, you can start off with something and just build your way up. Cause well, I'm not saying that for people that don't know, the more money you make, the higher you're going to meet more people.
Right.
Climb up that ladder who have that money, and they're going to show you different things that they did, so they can try to help you.
Exactly. It's as your finances grow, your social circle should grow as well. It's not always gonna happen. So I just tell you, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Period. Like, let that sink in for a second. You want to be smart. There's nothing wrong being smart. Please chase all knowledge that's out there that's worth it to you. But if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, because now who can you learn from? It's the same with money. If you're the richest person in the room, you're in the wrong room, because now who are you aspiring to get more money with if everybody below you doesn't have the money that you already have, especially if they're not on the same mindset that you're on.
That's right. net worth, I mean, your network is your net worth.
Facts.
That's very true.
Facts.
All right. So when it's all said and done,
Uh-oh.
what do you want your lasting impact to be in your life, in your journey, in your story?
Alright. So I'm compiling a book now called The Free Man's Guide to the Galaxy, which is going to talk about life through my eyes. It'll have poems, little raps I wrote from middle school, high school in there. It'll have life lessons I wrote along the way. It'll have my journal from basic training in there. And then it'll have things that I've learned, seen, and grown along the way that I want to keep a record of. But my lasting impact in life, in all honesty, is to be the example. I want to be the guy that made it through all the circumstances you didn't think you could make it through and succeeded. And I want to leave that path for everybody behind me. It's not a black thing, it's not a white thing, it's not a gender specific thing, it's not a cultural thing. Part of being a free man, the free culture is the earth is my turf and its people are my tribe. So everything I've been through in life that the next person has been through or the next person has also overcome, may have seen or heard, I want them to know that this guy was successful. This is how he did it. And just because you have all these things that could have held you back, since he did it, you can do it. And if you don't believe it from hearing it, come see me and I'll show you. Because that's the impact I want to leave in life. I don't want my name to die when I die. Period. I want my name to be in a book somewhere. I want my name to be in the news somewhere. I don't want to die of natural causes and nobody ever hears about me. And I don't want to get shot like Nip did and everybody remember me for that moment. Or because of the person I was but didn't follow it the whole time, or don't keep following it because now it's not in the news anymore. I want to be in history. I want to change the world.
And one question came to me that I've really been thinking about since the interview started. Okay, so who in life has impacted you for you to want to be financially stable, to be free, and to help build up your community?
Alright, so I got two major influences. One younger than me, one slightly older than me. One's going to be less known, and one's going to be in the public eye. And it sounds pretty cliche. So I'll start with the one that's in the public eye. Nip. I wasn't a music fan, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say I've been following him the whole time. I was on his interviews when he passed. I was watching all his Gary Vee interviews. I was watching random interviews, and I was just hearing all the knowledge he would drop. I was on World Star, following the big videos he had on World Star, watching these cinematic music videos. Somebody who really had a passion to show you what they were telling you, not just rap about it and give you a 2-minute video in the back of their mama's house. Seriously, like you go back and watch some of his videos, they told stories. And that's what music started as. Go back and watch all the old music videos. Michael Jackson's in the 80s. It wasn't 2-3 minute long music videos. Music videos were 6-7 minutes long, And Nip did that. He told the story, and even in the short ones, he told the story. But most importantly, it was his outlook on business. And we had, which shocked me, a lot of the same views. Prime example, Nip has the Marathon store, the Marathon clothing.
That's right.
A lot of people, if you watch his interviews, you may know or you may not know that he planned to open 10 of those around the U.S., where he controlled everything from the music you listened to, the atmosphere you were in, to the clothes you bought and the experience you had.
Because at one point, that's the only way he was going to release albums.
Right. So he wanted 10 stores, right, that he completely controlled, like Apple stores. Since meeting Cassius in college, I've always talked about having my own store that I provided nothing but the local or independent clothing that I wanted to promote. Nothing but the local or independent music that I wanted to play. Nothing but the local independent art that I wanted displayed in my store. And most importantly, I wanted my store in my hometown of Greenville. as a start, and it was going to be Pablo's Piece, where essentially I had the exact same thing that Nipsey had, where I controlled everything within the store. But as to where Nip gave the opportunity to employ people, I was going to give the opportunity to have others grow themselves within my business, because I wasn't going to sell just my clothes. I wasn't going to play just music that I had. I wasn't going to just display art that I made. I was going to give everybody else who was tied into these avenues a way to display themselves. So that was my big influence that's in the limelight. But even more importantly, I had to add one more. I have two less known influences, two of my little brothers. CJ being one of them. When we sit down and talk business, I see his drive. I see his passion, and it reminds me of a younger me. And he pushes me to do more and to be more. And no matter how much knowledge or information or much money I offer to throw at him to, hey, you take this business or you take this idea, he pushes me to do it and to be that example that I want to be. He's not just going to let me set the example and then let somebody else do it. He's going to push me to be that example and then pull other people along or let other people do it with me. So he's one of I would say we talk daily almost. Yeah. He's one of my daily motivations.
Feel the same way, man.
And then I have another younger brother. He recently bought a $300,000 house in Simpsonville. He's single with no kids. And he paid for it by himself. He's 27 years old. He's 2 years younger than me. Owns a house that's 3 times the size of the one I live in. But yet when I go see him, he's the coolest, most laid-back person I know. And he gets mad because I don't come see him more, because he's another business-minded individual. And the same way CJ pushes me, I push him. So with him wanting me to be there more, that motivates me to do more, which is what CJ is pushing me to do. And then I know it's all possible and not too stupid of an idea, too big of an idea to come true because of what Nip has done and what Nip did.
Yeah, because I got to check the numbers again, but they just said from 2010 to when he changed the company name to All Money In until he passed away, I think it was somewhere in the area of like $30 million that he made for people, that he paid people. And that's a short time,
right?
Not even 10 years,
right? and sadly see it all go away, you know, because again, his legacy will live forever, you know, and hopefully he had enough people around him that will help continue to grow what he left behind. But at the same time, being he didn't get to do all that he had set out to do, some of those plans won't get carried out or may not get seen through, you know. And that's another, that's what I say, that's a big motivator for me to be that example, to lead the way, because if not, it could pass when I pass, and I definitely don't want that to happen.
This man right here is impactful, but y'all know anybody I bring on my show gonna be impactful for the people, my brothers. So you already know what time it is for the contacts. Let people know where they can find you, where they can find these businesses.
You know what? Right now, just call me. 864-417-8577.
Make sure you say that one more time.
864-417-8577.